Hi there, I'm Tina, and welcome to the latest episode of Shop Local All the Way. So, if you don't know what that is, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in your local areas is having a special promotion where we're trying to give back to the community and support our other local small businesses. Nominate your favorite local small business today at bigfrog.com/shoplocal. You can even use that little QR code to nominate your favorite local small business. So, what happens is every month, one of those small businesses get $100 in branded gear for their organization. So not only are you helping them out, you can get a free t-shirt out of the deal too. So it's a win-win for everyone. So please participate. It only helps the community. So today we are featuring three of our special customers and our Big Frog owner of Kansas City North and Independence, Phillip King. Phillip?
Hi, guys.
Hey, Phil. So first, Phil, we're going to talk about Independence because that's where Rhonda is your customer. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got started at your Big Frog of Independence store?
So it's a long story, but my brother had at one point decided that we wanted to open a local family business, and we were kind of looking for something that fit everybody's sort of skill sets. And so my dad was an accountant, my mom was a project manager. I had a degree in graphic design, and my brother kind of did IT and had degrees all over the place. And so Big Frog kind of fit right into all of our wheelhouses. And so we decided to open it up.
When was that? When did you open?
2017, I think.
Wow.
So
It's been a long 5 years, right?
right.
I know you're super active with the community in both locations, but I thought you could share with us how you've given back over the last few years.
Yeah, we've done a ton of stuff with the local community and giving back. So we started with the library program. They do a summer reading program every year to encourage kids to read. And so first year, we suggested that we would give away a free T-shirt to any of the kids who completed that program. And I think we've been doing that since we opened. And we've given away 5,000 shirts in that
Holy cow.
process, and a number of other tote bags on top of the T-shirts. So we've given quite a bit to that program. Most recently, we did the Smile Train, sponsored us in one of our parades. And so we oftentimes we'll give out checks and you'll win awards for doing those parades. And so this last time we won, I think, 5th or 6th place. And so they gave us $500, which we quickly sent to the Smile Train, and they let us know that allowed 2 kids to get cleft surgery completely free of charge and fix their smiles. So
that's amazing.
One of our favorite people is Stand Up for Stanley. It's run by Debbie Pack. She is involved in anti-bullying sort of movement and making uniqueness kind of a beautiful thing. And so she has a really cute bulldog that she brings around, and we really like giving back to the community and being a part of that and helping people.
That's awesome. It's so gratifying to own a small business, and
Really
and painful at times, but very, very gratifying too. Good. I'm so glad. I know there's been challenges through the years, COVID not, being one of them, of course. But do you want to talk about some challenges you've overcome at Big Frog?
So, like you said, I have 2 stores. So we didn't start out with 2 stores. So one of the biggest challenges is when I started the first store, I was heavily involved in it, and I had hands in almost everything. I was able to kind of control things a whole lot. So when we purchased the other location, it's kind of impossible to be in 2 places at once. And so that was kind of a difficult change for me as a small business owner. And so I had to start relying on other people to do that. And so handing your baby off to somebody else can be difficult.
Yes.
So luckily, when we did that, we had some really good staff that came in. Lisa Landy, I'd have to say, was quintessential in allowing me to divide my time between those 2 locations. So
Yeah, you have really strong managerial team under you, so that's fantastic. Um, so I thought we would bring Rhonda in, who is one of your favorite customers.
Hi there.
Hi, Rhonda. How are you?
Doing good. How's everybody today?
Doing good.
Yeah. It's beautiful in Florida, so I can't complain. I don't know about where you are. I
It's
imagine
sunny
a little.
today.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
good, good. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you do, Rhonda?
Okay. I'm Rhonda Sullivan. I'm the Community Relations Coordinator for One Community Hospice and Palliative Care. And so we actually have two services. One is hospice care, so that's for end of life. We are a local hospice. We're not a national hospice. So that distinguishes from some of the other hospices in town. Our hospice team consists of an RN case manager, a CNA, that's the person who kind of does the daily cares for the patient. We have a social worker that sees them on a regular basis. We also have a chaplain that sees them on a regular basis. And then we also have a counselor. Now, the counselor is not something that a lot of hospices offer on a regular basis, but we see that a lot of our patients or the patients' families can really benefit from a counselor. Now, everybody has like a bereavement counselor for like after the person has passed away, but we offer a lot of counseling services actually before the person passes away. So that we really like being able to have that strong team. So the patients get a lot of attention. Some people get better and actually come off a hospice. And a lot of times that's just from the attention, having that many people coming and seeing them. So we see people in their homes, or if they're living with their children, or if they live in assisted living, independent living, or in a long-term care facility, a nursing home. So we see them wherever they are. We have actually even had patients that were semi-homeless, bouncing from place to place. Our nurses have actually seen patients on buses. So we follow them wherever they are. We're really proud that we serve a large veteran population. And we do a lot to recognize our veterans. We do an individualized veteran program for every veteran that comes on. They get a certificate and a pen, and we do a little program with cake, and we always have a uniformed officer come out and present that. So that's always nice. Then our other service is palliative care. We just started that about 4 years ago, and we saw that there was just a void in healthcare. People were kind of in between. They didn't qualify for hospice to receive all those services, but yet they were wanting to stay in their home, but they needed extra support. So the palliative program is for folks that are still seeking aggressive treatments. They can get their therapies, they can get chemo, they can do all of that, but they get extra support in the home. So a nurse practitioner sees them on a regular basis. That team also includes a social worker and the counselor. The counselor is a big piece with palliative care because people are trying to make decisions. They're going to be able to stay at home, or are they going to have to go to a facility? So the counselor can help a lot with that. So we team up with a lab company, and we also team up with an X-ray company. So what's really nice is if you have older folks that are just getting where they don't want to get out to go to the doctor's office, we come to them. We do everything right there in the home, and we can go ahead and get those therapies and everything started in the home before they fall. So the whole idea is to prevent hospitalizations and keep them safe in their home.
That's amazing. I was looking at your website too, and you have music therapy and virtual reality.
Oh, and pet therapy. Pet therapy. And Big Frog made the dog his little bandana.
Oh, oh yeah, that was amazing. I was like, virtual reality therapy. That is crazy. It's amazing what's happening these days.
Yes, and it's all about quality of life. Having a good quality of life. So I know when people hear the word hospice, they, typically people go, oh, but it really is about, having a good quality of life. And we see a lot of happy people.
Good. I know when my father-in-law had lung cancer, we had a hospice help us through that. And it was amazing. It's one of my favorite charities now. It just was amazing. So, Totally endorse it. So why don't you tell us about, obviously you give back to the community every day, but is there anything special that you've done besides your daily routine?
Yes, we do. We have, we're very lucky because we do a big event every year. Now, we did not get to do that last year because of COVID, but we do an event. It's called Dazzling Divas, and it is a fashion show.
Ooh.
And the fashion show actually features a local designer, Natalie Meyer. And when she finishes KC Fashion Week, she brings her fashions to our show. So they're one of a kind designs. They're beautiful. And then we also have a section that is for community models. And so,
cool.
Yeah. So we have both shows in one. It's a sit down dinner. It's an event that raises money for Cancer Action. So Cancer Action here again is a local charity. I know Big Frog does some things with them as well. And so all of the money that we raise, we give it to Cancer Action. So we're really proud of that we put in the man hours and do all the work to do this and then just hand them over the money.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So we are, talking about local small businesses here and supporting local. What do you think is something that you need to do as a small business that can, that won't break? Wait, let me say this again. What one thing can you do that will prevent your business from failing, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I would say communication and follow through. Follow through is so important. If you say you're going to do something, do it. And if, what you were going to do is being delayed, give that customer a call and let them know this is what's going on. People love communication. We feel like that our business thrives on communication, which in our case, our nurses call our patients' families. Like if they're in a nursing home, they call the family after every visit and says, hey, listen, you know what? I saw mom today and this is what's going on. And and they really appreciate that. So I say communication and follow through. Do what you say you're going to do.
I think that is very, very good advice. I know it's something that Phil definitely believes in as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's amazing how so many people don't follow through on what they say they're going to do these days. So I think it sets our successful businesses apart for sure. So, all right, Phil, anything else for Rhonda?
I just love you, Rhonda.
Well, I love the independent store. I'm there all the time.
I remember meeting you the first time at a business function. You were so delightful and fun to talk to.
Thank you.
We love having you.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a little love fest. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Rhonda. We really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Phil. So now Phil is going to be representing the Kansas City North store. So welcome, Phil.
Welcome.
Why don't you tell us how you acquired your second store?
So I'm not sure on the date on that one, but it just happened really quickly. So the previous store was owned by a gentleman named Mike Wooten, who was a very lovely man, and we worked with him back and forth. But he had decided that he wanted out, and he came to us and asked whether we wanted to take on another store, and I wasn't sure about it, but like I said, it's a family store. There are 3 other people, and they sort of outvoted me. So I went ahead and came in and started taking over that store, and I kind of enjoy having the 2 stores now. So it was not a bad decision.
Now, if people are looking for you, though, you're primarily in the Kansas City store?
So I was primarily in the Kansas City store for a while after we purchased it. I've since moved back to independent. It's kind of who needs the most love. But I do go between both stores on a regular basis. So I'm kind of in both locations at some point.
Okay. So the people just, if they're looking for you, just need to stick around long enough at one location.
Yes.
They'll eventually find you. Okay.
and if they call, they'll say whether when I'll be there or they'll be able to get in touch with me somehow. So.
Okay. Excellent. So today from the Kansas City store, we have Nicole Kesselring. Did I say that right?
Natalie Kesselring.
Natalie. I'm sorry, Natalie.
That's okay. No worries.
I got distracted by the K and went to
yeah, everybody messes up my last name. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
It's not just you.
So Natalie is with Budget Blinds, which I've used down here in Tampa. So
I love hearing that. That's
great product. Why don't you tell us a little bit how you started your journey with Budget Blinds?
So we opened our business in 2005, and I say we because I originally started it with my mom, Sherry, and she just recently retired at the end of 2021. So I'm flying solo now. Yeah. So this is actually the first time I've told this story, being, just independent on my own without my mom. So I miss her a ton, but we've always been really close, and we used to go on walks together around our neighborhood, and she just basically hated her job and she was driving me crazy. So I said, well, do something about it, do a different job or maybe start a business. And we started talking, and we actually hooked up with a company called Franchoice, which connects people that, have interests with franchises that would be a good fit for them. And so we did that for a few months, and then we decided that Budget Blinds would be a really good fit for us, and went from there.
That's excellent. Yeah, we've worked with Franchoice quite a bit ourselves, selling some franchises. So, good organization.
That was an experience.
Yeah. Excellent. So do you want to tell me a little bit about the product line? Do you have any cool blinds that are automatically go up and down?
Yeah, we do a lot with home automation now. That's like one of the fastest growing categories. Most of our manufacturers that we carry, you can automate. You can use with apps if you want to set certain window treatments on timers, or even remote control. It's really easy now. You can do battery operated. We even have rechargeable batteries where you just plug them into a USB port, kind of like you do your cell phone.
Oh, nice.
And we also hardwire too. So if somebody's in new construction and they want to, hardwire it in the construction phase, we can help them with that as well. Pretty much anything that goes on a window we sell. So blinds, shades, shutters, drapery, window film. We do it all.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you did film too. That's cool.
Yeah.
One-stop shop for everything.
That's right. We try to be. We try to be for sure.
So I know you're really active with your local community as well. Do you want to tell us anything that you've been doing special?
So there's a couple different projects we've worked with. So one company that we've worked with for several years now is Outreach International. So we donate $1 for every blind purchased to Outreach. Okay. And Outreach is an international company. They're locally based here in Kansas City, but they go to poorer communities and help them get infrastructure like clean water. Wow. Yeah, so it's really a cool experience. So we've been doing that for several years. We've also worked with the Kansas City Pet Project. We're big animal lovers here. My dog Muffin comes to work with me every single day. And so we did their location up north in Zona Rosa. We installed window treatments there for free. And then we also have worked with them with their larger location in the downtown area with window treatments. And then recently we just did a Cure for Charlie. He is a young man that was diagnosed with a genetic disorder that gives him seizures and learning disabilities. And it's so rare, but his mom has been such an advocate for him, and they're working on finding a cure. So we hosted a pickleball tournament at Chicken and Pickle a few months ago to raise money for Charlie. So, yeah, so that's fun. It's nice to be able to give back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so great. We're big pet lovers here too. I'm sure Phil has met my dogs in the past. In the office.
I have a little Bugsby. He hangs around my house, and so we're big pet lovers as well.
Yeah, and I think you have to be in this business. Most of what we do is go into people's homes. So that's where most of our business is conducted. And almost every customer we have has some sort of, pet, like whether it's a dog or a cat or a bird, or I've met some interesting reptiles in the past too. So you name it, we've probably run into them. So everybody that works here kind of has to love pets, because people, tend to have a lot of pets in their homes. So
yeah. I'd never thought about that, running into a boa or something.
That's true.
And did they warn you about that at the Franchise Discovery Day?
No, it's kind of funny. They did not warn us about that. It's just something that's kind of like you get to know over the years. But it's one of the perks of the job too, I think, is getting to, meet and greet all the pets, and then you get to go home. So it's like a grandmother type situation.
Yeah, it's like small children. Oh, very cute.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Awesome. So I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked Rhonda. What do you think are the critical things that can make or break a small business?
You know, I thought it was interesting what she said, because that was very similar to something I was going to say. You would be surprised at the most basic things that you need to do that people just don't do, like following through on what you say you're going to do, showing up on time, you know, giving what you promised and delivering on that promise. It's just really, really basic stuff that people just don't do. And I think especially because our industry in particular with window treatments is so customer service oriented and focused. Right. And I think, you know, I order from Amazon all the time. I love them. And I have a cell phone with big cell phone companies. But if you've dealt with any of those kind of organizations, sometimes there's not a lot of customer service involved at all. So that's a big, big part of what we do. And, you know, just kind of the follow through is incredible. And it's amazing how many times I'll show up to an appointment and they're like, hey, you're the only one that showed up. So, you know, sometimes showing up is half the battle, and being on time and being respectful of people and their time and their needs.
I absolutely agree. And again, I think this is all common sense for successful small business owners, but for those of you that may be struggling, pay some attention here.
Right, exactly. And she mentioned communication too, and that's so true as well. Like with COVID, I think we've all faced delays with manufacturing and shipping, and I think it's been extremely frustrating for customers. And I think as long as you're upfront and transparent and set the correct expectations, and if you do have a delay, you know, call them right away, let them know. She mentioned communication, and that's a huge part of it. And, you know, just don't be afraid, like just get out in front of it, be proactive.
Totally agree. I think Big Frog has seen a lot of issues with inventory availability. So we feel that pain.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. You have anything else for Natalie, Phil?
Natalie, I will need to meet you. I hear such lovely things about you, but we always seem to miss each other.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Your team's been great to work with. And, you know, frankly, we ordered a bunch of transfers. And so most of the time I'm just emailing saying, like, we need 10 more shirts of this or 5 more shirts of that. So we've made it a very automated, you know, process at this point. And I have to say, I've gone through a lot of different companies over the years because, I mean, gosh, we're going into year 17, which is just crazy to me, of being in business. But, you know, one of the things that I really like about Big Frog is how easy you guys make it. So I think the first time I went in and like set up what I wanted to do, and then once it was set up, it was kind of automated after that for us, you know, at this point. And I will tell you, my staff loves wearing the shirts. I don't know if you can see. So mine says Blind Girl. And then
that's cute.
On the back, you know, it has our logo, and it says for like a good blind call. And so we have these in like multiple colors, and the staff like every season will say, you know, can we get orange ones for fall? And, you know, can we have red ones for, you know, Chiefs Friday? So, yeah, they absolutely love them. And it's good advertising for us. So it's win-win.
I'm super glad to hear that. So.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you, Natalie. Sorry, I messed up your name.
Not a problem. As long as people remember Budget Blinds.
Budget Blinds of the Northlands.
That's right.
Yes. Right. All right. And Natalie misses her mom, so make sure you reach out and say hi. All right. So, Phil, we also have the winner of the $100 Team Gear certificate joining us today, Jill Stewart. Hi, Jill.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I see your art behind you. I checked out your website. I love it.
Thank you.
I think it's, I was like, wow, she's in Kansas City?
I know. And I was born and raised in Missouri. I just have a love for the ocean, and I love surfing, and it's crazy, I know, but a little bit of mermaid in me.
Water? This is just like the stuff I have in my house. No, and it's all looks like, have you been to Hawaii? It looks like it's all Hawaii stuff.
I have been to Hawaii. Hawaii is the best because it has everything I love: the beaches, the sunsets, the palm trees, the surfer girls, hibiscus, pineapple. You know, it's pretty much the inspiration, but there's beaches all over. So yeah,
no, it was really cool. Such vibrant colors. I liked the one where you had the lava. That one was really cool too.
That's one of my favorites. That was really fun to make.
Yeah. So very talented woman here. Why don't you tell us about how you got started?
I've always been an artist. I always loved drawing and coloring when I was little. My mom and I used to set up TV trays in the living room and paint along with the guy on TV. It was Bill Alexander, who was actually Ross's mentor, so way old school. But so I've always done art and always enjoyed it. As I got older, you know, work full time, I'm raising 3 children. And when my 3 kids all got to be school age, I had some time on my hands. So I'm like, I am going to paint consistently. And that was in 2017. And I made 75 paintings that year.
Wow.
And last year in 2021, I made 130 works of art. So
Three children?
They're 18, 17, and 10 now.
Okay.
So it's not
a little
that
more self-sufficient.
So I have a couple of different things I do that I want to talk about, and I have some examples. So I paint with acrylics on canvas, and that is the stuff that I do, like for me. So here's one of Surfer Girls. And all of these would be available on my website, or if you go to my Instagram account, that's where I post all of my fine art. And here's one more. So these are all the ones that, I don't know what angle to put it at. There we go.
That was good. Yeah.
So that one. And then I also do marker drawings on paper. So here's an example of, there you go, one of those. So again, I love Surfer Girls. I am a Surfer Girl. I like empowering women and supporting women. And then the other thing I do is I teach paint parties here in the Blue Springs area. So I have a little party room in my basement, or I can come to your home or business and teach a paint party. So here's a couple examples of those. So I usually have something for every season and holiday, and I have over 75 to choose from. So there's something for everyone. So these are the examples of the parties that I teach.
Very nice.
So
if you want allowed at your parties?
Do what?
Is wine allowed at your parties?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Excellent.
Yeah. That's what's nice about mine is you can bring whatever snack or beverage that you want.
Yeah, true. It's your house.
Or you can put out a whole spread, whatever you want to do. If you want to learn more about paint parties, that would be my Facebook. And so I have a couple of different things going on.
Okay. You're a busy, busy lady. I'm getting.
I kind of have to stay busy, I think.
Sounds like you have a lot of energy, so it's good that you're busy. And her website is really easy to navigate, and you can see all of the artwork very clearly. So it would be easy to pick out your favorite piece for sure. So.
It's kind of hard to pick out your favorite.
Sorry.
I have to get more than one, right?
Pace yourself. You'll want them all. So gotcha. So again, we're here to support local community and local businesses. Do you do anything special to give back in your community?
Yes, just recently I donated a paint party to a charity auction here in Blue Springs to help pay for a woman's medical bills. So, and I'm actually have that scheduled for this month. So that's exciting. I get to meet some new people and paint with them. Mm-hmm. And then I donate a large painting to the Go Red for Women American Heart Association auction each year. So I'll be doing painting something for them again this year, and that's in May. And they like it to be Kansas City based. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Here's an example. You guys might recognize this guy.
I'll leave that up to Phil. I'm a Bucks fan, so
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. So I usually
I've heard that
kind of Chiefs related for that. So that's a lot of fun.
Amazing. So the other thing I was going to ask is the whole what's critical to making or breaking your business. So I don't know if you have anything new to add to that, because I also wanted to ask you how you're marketing yourself.
Okay. So I think the most important thing is consistency. That's what my main focus has been, is just always showing up and being in front of people. So the first thing they think of when they think paint party, they're like, oh yeah, Jill does that. And so I have one on my schedule every single week, and then I do the private one separately. So I just think it's really important to all be really consistent with that. So.
Okay. And so how are you, since you're, a sole proprietor doing your own thing, how are you getting the word out? Just friends and family, networking?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, is clients bring friends or they host a party and I meet a whole new group of people. And I do some Facebook ads, and I've gotten a few new clients through that as well.
Okay, great. Yeah, definitely referrals are huge for our business too. So that's really good. Okay. All right. Well, again, Jill's paintings are beautiful, and I hadn't seen the marker stuff, so that's really cool too. And if you need to do a paint party with wine or not wine, reach out to Jill there. Thank you so much. Congratulations on winning the $100 gift card from Big Frog. You can put some paintings on shirts. So.
I thought I wanted to do like the shopping bags would be really cool. So.
Oh, that's a great
oceans.
That's a great idea. All right, Phil will hook you up. I know.
I'll get you set up.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Jill. All right, Phil, any parting words for your Facebook Live, LinkedIn audience?
Just thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys like this, and we can do it again sometime.
I would love that. This is fun. Say hi to your mom and dad. Hi, Beth and Steve.
I will definitely say hi to them.
All right. Everyone have a great day. Remember, if you want to nominate a local small business, please go to bigfrog.com/shop-local or use the QR code on the screen and nominate your favorite local small business. They could win $100 worth of branded gear. And then you can get a free t-shirt like any of the ones behind me here. So have a great day. We'll be back in 2 weeks featuring our Selden store and our new Canadian store. So tune in later. All right. Thank you, everyone.